Welcome back. As reported earlier, Jamaican international recording artist Omi had his first full-length concert on Jamaican soil last weekend. After the concert, we sought an update from the hula hoop singer and found that not only is he past the dreaded one-hit wonder grade, his career agenda is progressing ahead of schedule.
Okay, sir. So first of all, congratulations on this debut performance in Jamaica.
Respect. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, in our view, we are rating it. We're giving it a top rating. But in your mind, how do you feel about it?
All right. I think the band members were awesome. Like everyone, they were true musicians in their own right. You know what I mean? And together as a team, we were like a single impenetrable unit. You know, this and this is something that you should always have.
Yes.
It's a formula that works, and it's a formula that will withstand all scrutiny from, you know, everybody who come to see your show. You know, so for me it worked fine. But as musicians who want to excel and always aspire to do better, you know, we're not going to give ourselves 100%. You know what I mean? It's not productive. It's counterproductive, you know what I mean? So for me, there's always room for improvement, and there's always things to tighten up.
I want you to go back for me and talk a little bit about what happened since the album, since the release.
All right, so since the release of the album, you know, people have become more and more familiar with the songs, more and more familiar with me as an artist. So it's like I moved from now the guy who sings cheerleader to Omi, who sings cheerleader. You know, and I think that is most important. People are starting to identify the face with the name and the hit song. We have also accomplished more platinums. You know, the follow-up single, Hula Hoop, just went platinum in 3 different countries. One right here being Canada, you know, so, and Cheerleader is now 6 times platinum in Canada. So this is a plaque now to commemorate all of that,
Yes.
you know, which is a beautiful thing, if I may say so myself.
And we must congratulate you on that.
Of course, thank you so much.
And that's just one of, not necessarily even one of the biggest markets, because of course there are more to come, more plaques,
Definitely,
I suspect, or do you have
Yes.
them somewhere else? Because it just happened to be here. We're lucky to be here when it's here, so we get a shot of it.
Yes, I think I just received this tonight. You know, so it's quite an exciting moment for me. You know, performing here in Jamaica is my first concert.
Yeah.
You know, doing a full show with a band and everything. So, you know, it's good to see that everybody appreciates it. You know, and speaking of plaques, yes, we have a few more on the way. You know, we still haven't received the US's yet. You know, so we have that one to collect too. But overall, we are now in the year 2016, and I think this puts us off to a pretty good start. You remember how 2015 started out?
Oh, yeah.
So I think this puts us off to a pretty good start. And I'm looking forward to doing my world tour, and you know.
That's in 16. That's what the
2016.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Talk about that for us.
all right. So now that we have an album out, we now have a full set. So we have more songs to perform. You know, and people are familiar with more songs. So, you know, it will give you a better set to perform. I'm also looking forward to doing more collaborations. You know, because I think all great artists collaborate. And it is through collaboration that we are able to do an exchange of culture. You know, so if I do a song with a French artist, you know, the French market is going to accept, you know, and vice versa. In Jamaica, you're going to listen to some French songs because Omi is on it. You know, so it's like an exchange of culture, and it's like, you know, one each one help one. So
The big names you're looking at that we might be hearing coming up.
in the Spanish market, when you reach Pitbull, it's already done. You know, surprise has always been one of our key elements, and one of our formulas that works.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we know that.
So-
I mean, anyone who's watching your career would see that because, so I mean, some of the people you worked with and appeared with, and who are bigging up came as support. I mean, so many things happened last year for you.
Of course.
In a relatively short time.
I want to say it. Clifton Specialist Dylan the Great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My manager, my father, my mentor.
Oh God.
He predicted that it would happen, and there wasn't a shadow of doubt in my mind because he has proven himself before. You know what I mean? His portfolio speaks for itself. You know, he's a person who have worked hard his entire life to get to the level that he's at. And it's something that is very admirable for me as an upcoming artist and as a person who is interested in the business and wants to evolve in the business.
Round and round your love, it winds me up like a hula hula.
My understanding is that you're going to do more shows for this Palace, the Palace brand.
Yes, of course.
So you're doing like some of the shows in some of the Spanish markets, I suspect.
Definitely. You know, so for me, I might even learn a little bit of Spanish. You never know. So it's just improvement overall and growth and development, you know, for me.
So that will be crossing you over into the Spanish market.
The Spanish market.
Have you yet any numbers coming out of those markets about your catalog?
Nominations.
Okay.
Nominations.
What are we likely to see this year from some of these things that you're sitting on?
Ella me hace sudar y no puedo controlarlo. Cupid shot an arrow straight through my heart, left his mark like Zorro. I don't know if I'm gonna see it tomorrow. I fell in love with a beautiful stranger. Creo que me he enamorado y no sé su nombre.
Wow. Surprise is your middle name now, Bridget, because that was authentic. That was credible, incredible actually. So we are yet to see the fullness of the diversity of your artistry is absolutely it's bottomless. There's no limit to how far
You know,
you will go with this.
a great man who I respect and admire. He looked at me and he said, "Listen, you are the only one who can stop yourself." You know what I mean? You are the only one who can stop yourself. It is through your actions, you know, that will determine whether you move forward here and you excel in this business or you crash and burn. You know, and I believe every bit of that. You know, I think sometimes we are to our own detriment and to our own demise, you know, because not everybody handles fame and not everybody handles success in a good way. You know what I mean? But I am glad that I was able to have a steady growth and transition into this, you know, into this person. And it wasn't overnight, and it wasn't, you know, from last week to this week. It was a steady growth and development on my part, you know. And I must give my awesome team at UFA Media, you know, a lot of credit. You know what I mean? Clifton Specialist, Dylan, Errol Smith, everybody who was involved in the project from day one. You know what I mean? Ultra, Sony, Colombia, you know what I mean? Everybody over there in Canada as well, you know, who worked really hard on this project. And, you know, as an artist, I must say your attitude towards work determines how much or the extent people will go to ensure that your product gets out there.
Would you say humility is a winning attribute for you?
It is a winning attribute. But hear what it is. It is not something that you can put on a show with or use it as any kind of camouflage or cover up. Because if you are humble, you're just humble. If you're not, the true you will seep through at some point. You know what I mean? And people are not stupid.
Yes.
They pick that energy up easily. So, as I said before, the true you always seep through.
So much so that some want you to be hype, but my brethren, don't be hype, be you. And because you is working. You is really working, and you is a massive international brand right now, which we are all proud of and are looking forward to more without pressure. Without pressure, we're saying, sir.
Of course.
The glory be to you first, and then some rub off.
Respect, man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
All right, so you thought he was going to be a one-hit wonder, huh? Well, now you know. Omi, international recording artist, definitely staying in this game worldwide. That's our show for this week. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more. You guessed it, on stage.
Even if we didn't have no money, all the world went upside down. What if we were millionaires? It's always gonna be me for you, for me. It's always gonna be me for you, for me. I love waking up to his face every morning and hold him when we fall asleep.
And she looks the best in the dress that I gave her. She was just for me.
Even if we didn't have no money, all the world went upside down.
What if we
were millionaires?
Hi, thanks for watching our video. Hope you have enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking right here and enjoy so much more where that came from.
But you know, check the baby steps them, and you see when the thing reach to a level is them same people are gonna be alright, and I say, oh wow, how did this happen? Look on the work we're going.